Hi everyone, and welcome to today's yoga flow for Pitta Dosha. In this class we will chill out and we will cool down our mind. Pitta Dosha is one of the 3 doshas in Ayurveda, and it is governed by the fire and the water element. Therefore, when Pitta is a little bit out of balance, Pitta can get kind of frustrated, angry, judgmental, and there's a lot of fire and anger in their mind. And with today's class, we want to counteract this and cool down the mind that you feel more chilled. It's also a great class for everyone who is just in general frustrated or during the summer months to cool down the body. So let's get right into it. We start in a seated position. Find a comfortable seat, whatever works for you. And we start with a breathing exercise that is already cooling to the body, which is left nostril breathing. So we simply close down the right nostril, then close your eyes, and we take a few deep breaths through the left nostril. So let's get started. Close your right nostril and start to breathe slowly and deeply through the left side. Inhale and exhale. Two more deep breaths here. Then bring both of your hands down, rest them on your knees, and take a couple of normal breaths, just in and out, no force involved. Then slowly open your eyes. And we come to our first position, which is cat and cow pose. But we will do it a little differently today. So first, come to a tabletop position. Your knees are right under your hips and your ankles, your elbows and your shoulders are in one line. Spread your fingers wide. And then, just to make it a little bit more fun today, extend the left leg out to one side. Your left foot should be grounded down on the floor and should be parallel to your mat. And then we do 5 cat and cow poses here. So inhale and lift your chest up. Exhale and round, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, chest reaches forward. Exhale to round. 3 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, bring the shoulder blades together. Exhale and spread the shoulder blades wide. Last one, in and out. Then come back to a neutral spine, but stay in this position and then lift your torso up, that you are standing up on your right knee. Your left leg is still extended to the side, and we come to gate pose. So bring your left hand on your left leg, reach the right arm up and over to the left side. Awesome. Feel the stretch on the right side of your torso and feel how your lungs are opening up here. Then come back to center. Lower the right hand down beside your mat and reach your left arm either up to the ceiling, or if you have enough space, you can reach your left arm over your head. Again, take deep breaths here. Roll your ribcage open to the ceiling. Great. Then come back up to center. Lower your hands down, bring your knees down, and we do the same on the other side. So this time bring your right foot down on the floor beside your mat. Find a good stability here. And then we start to do our cat and cow stretches. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. 4 more in your own pace. One more. Inhale to look up. Exhale and round. Let the head hang heavy. Come back to your neutral spine. Walk your hands in and bring the torso up. And we first do our gate pose on the other side. So bring the right hand on the right leg, reach the left arm up and then over to the right side. Take deep breaths into your lungs here. Then come back to center, bring the left hand down on the floor and reach the right arm up and over to the left side, opening up the other side of your torso. Really reach your arm forward and roll your chest up. Then come back to center. Bring both hands down on the mat, bring both knees down on the mat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up high and come to downward facing dog. As always, we spend a few moments here to arrive in downward facing dog. Warm up your hamstrings, bend your knees, shift your hips from left to right. Do whatever feels good here. Then find stability in your downward facing dog. Pull your belly button in. Press into your hands. Relax your shoulders down towards the mat. Great, but reach your sitting bones up high. Awesome. Then look between your hands. Step the left foot forward to a low lunge. Lower the right knee down. And come to this low lunge. With your inhale, reach your arms up high, open up your chest, maybe grab opposite elbows and lean back a little bit here. Awesome. Deep breath. Then bring both of your hands down, reach the left arm up high and reach it to the back. For a low lunge twist, and if you want, you can lift up your right foot, grab it and open up your chest a little more here. Then come back to your low lunge. Tuck the right toes, lift your right knee up and set up for a high lunge. So reach your arms up high, torso comes up, square your hips to the front. Find your stability here. Awesome. And we will move right into triangle pose. So pivot the right heel down, straighten the front leg, bring the left hand down, either on your left chin, down on a block or down on a mat, whatever feels good today, and reach your right arm up for triangle pose. Stay strong here. And if you feel good here, maybe reach your right arm to the front and then engage your core and reach your left arm to the front. So we include a little strength building exercise here. Imagine you're holding a ball up here. Awesome. Then come back to your normal triangle pose. Bring both of your hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Let's take one deep breath together to relax. Open your mouth and exhale. One more. Let the heat out. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and exhale. Then look between your hands again. Step the right foot forward. Left knee comes down. Release the left toes. We first come to our low lunge. So lift the torso up. Let the hips sink down as deep as they can. And grab opposite elbows to open up the chest a little more. Maybe look up to the ceiling and take deep breaths into your lungs. Then bring both hands down. We come to our low lunge twist. So left hand is grounded down on the mat. Right arm reaches up high. Either stay here or grab your right foot with your left hand and open up your chest a little more here. Really roll the chest up to the ceiling. And continue to take deep breaths into your lungs. Then release your foot. Bring both of your hands down on the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up. Find your stability here first. So take a moment here to find the stability in your lower body. And only when you're ready, reach the torso up, reach the arms up high and come to your high lunge on the other side. Maybe bring your hands to your hips for a moment and make sure they are squared and parallel to the short end of the mat. Then reach your arms back up high again. And we come to our triangle pose. So pivot the left heel down so that your back foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. Extend the right leg and come down to your triangle pose. Again, your hand can be on your shin, down on the mat or on a block. Imagine there's a wall behind you and you press your upper body, so both of your shoulders against this wall behind you, because we often tend to lean forward in this pose. So make sure you press into this wall behind you. And if you feel good here, reach the left arm to the front, engage your core, and then reach the other arm to the front. Imagine you're holding a big ball here. Stay strong. I know you can do it. Awesome. Then bring your hand back down. Come back to triangle pose just for a moment. And then bring both of your hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Again, 2 deep breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more in and out. Then shift forward to a plank pose. We will not stay here, but lower down and come to lay down on your belly. And here you can choose which pose you want to do. You can either bring your forearms down on the mat and come to a Sphinx pose. Make sure that your shoulders and your elbows are more or less in one line, and lift your chest up high and bring the shoulders away from your ears. If this feels too easy today, press into your hands in the same position and lift your elbows up and come to seal pose, which is a little bit more intense for a back bend, but also keep your shoulders relaxed, your neck relaxed, and your shoulders away from your ears. Great. A few more breaths here. And slowly relax back down and come up to a seated position. Come to a wide-legged seat next. So stretch your legs out wide, only as far as it feels good. If you can't really sit with your legs spread out wide, just roll up a blanket, bring them under your sitting bones, or sit on a block or a bolster. And if your legs are like this, that's totally fine. So find the position that works for you. Then inhale, reach the crown of your head up high. Puff your chest forward, and exhale, lean forward and come to this wide-legged forward bend. We stay here for a couple of breaths. So start to get comfy. Come back to your normal breaths. Let your head hang heavy and start to relax. Then slowly come back up. Grab your legs under your knees and gently lift your legs up. Bring them together and slowly come laying down on your back. Bring your knees into your chest and gently roll from side to side to massage your lower back. And then spread both of your arms out wide and gently bring both of your knees over to the left side. Keep your shoulders grounded down on the mat. You can either look up to the ceiling or gaze over to your right fingertips. Then come back to center and slowly bring both of your knees over to the right side. Again, both of your shoulders staying grounded down on the mat. And take deep belly breaths. This will even deepen this twist more. Then come back to center. Bring both of your knees into your chest one more time. Grab your knees with your arms. One more inhale and exhale. Extend your legs to the front. Extend your arms away from you. And let your body melt down into the mat. Let go of any anger and frustration that you have in your life at the moment. Just notice how relaxed your body feels today and how calm your breath is now. And then notice how your body is getting heavier and heavier, how each muscle is relaxing more and more. Shavasana. Then slowly bring movement back into your body. Deepen your breath. Stretch your arms over your head for full body stretch. And then roll over to one side just for a moment. And come up to a seated position. Cross your legs in front of you. And we will do one more breathing exercise before I let you go for today. This breathing exercise is really cooling for the body and especially the mind. It is quite easy. It's called Sheetalie breath, and you will feel instantly how it's cooling you down. There are two ways to do it. You can either roll your tongue like a little taco and breathe in through the tongue, so like this. Then close your mouth, bring the tongue inside and exhale through your nose. Or if you can't roll your tongue, you just breathe in through your closed teeth, so like this. And then close your mouth and exhale through your nose. So let's do a couple of these breaths. So roll your tongue, inhale. Bring the tongue inside, close your mouth and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the tongue. Exhale through your nose. Continue in your own pace. Then come back to your normal breath. Bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart. Thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste.